First, I have to give a huge thanks to EA for allowing me to capture this gameplay of College Football 25 early and bringing it to you on my channel. It's also a work in progress, so you'll see that beta tag pop around the screen throughout the video. But we ended up winning the national championship in our freshman year with the LSU Tigers. If you missed that video, make sure you go check that out first. It is like an hour and 17 minutes long.
Holy moly.
But I did go through everything from start to finish, from my creation, leading all the way up to becoming the best defensive back in all of college football. And I am only a 78 overall at the moment, but I was using them stick skills to do work out there. So taking a look at my stats, you know I didn't even play until like week 8. But we still ended up with 16 interceptions. You know, we was trying to lock them down, doing the strap celebration and all that good stuff. 3 pick sixes in that season. I almost got Defensive Player of the Year, but that went to Jack Sawyer from Ohio State. However, I did get the best defensive back, as you see, up there at the top of the list as a freshman. And my teammate was second, so hey, we were out there absolutely doing our thing. Even though we had such an epic year at LSU and I love the Tigers, I am going to enter the transfer portal just to see what is going to happen. Now, you see the list of teams. This is similar to what we saw when we ended up choosing LSU. The NIL opportunities is on there. The depth chart is showing the school fit. And at the top, they are going to tell you your projected role. So right now, I'm looking at all these teams that will have me as a starter. But I'm really thinking about joining the Florida State Seminoles. I've always liked their fight songs. I've always liked the whole concept of the school. And I used to live in Valdosta, Georgia, way back. And a lot of people there were fans of Florida State. So I am going to commit there. Look at that boy, London Bridges II. Going from LSU to FSU, and we are getting a first look at what we are going to be like in that uniform, looking absolutely swagged out. So coming to Florida State, I knew I was going to have to come off the bench. You saw that as the projected role. Our first game is actually Alabama. I'm like, oh man, we got some tough teams out here that we are going to have to go through. And of course, I had to go see what LSU was going to do just because I was there last season. You know, I got to go check up on my ex real quick and see what they up to. Now we are going into a position battle to be cornerback number 4. Now, the thing is, my coach trust is actually off the charts. I'm going to show you that in a minute. So technically, I should be CB1. But since I ended up going to a school that said they were going to have me coming off the bench, I am going to have to go through these position battles really quickly in order to make my way back up the depth chart. But like I said in my previous video, they made these pretty simple and you're able to go through these really quickly to end up being number 1 on the depth chart. So they gave me this reaction test. I don't think I showed this in my previous video. All you have to do is just touch those spots before the time runs out. And then, of course, chase and tackle. You know you got to just go up and get them hit sticks or just take down the ball carrier. Look at me! I'm putting on the hit, and I am going to win that position battle and move up the depth chart one more spot. The only bad thing about this is I feel like I'm probably going to miss that Alabama game just because I'm not at least cornerback number 3. But here's what I was talking about, the coach trust. You see, I'm actually way past all of these corners, but I just have to go through those position battles because I chose a school that did not have me as the starter. So now I'm going into my weekly agenda. I showed you in my previous video, this is where you focus on your academics, your leadership, your training, health, and your brand. And you use up your energy points each week based on which one of these you want to focus on. So if I went with leadership, you see I can actually unlock a mental ability called clear-headed if I get that one up high enough. And as far as academics, you want to make sure you have your GPA above at least a 2.0. And if you get a 3.7 or above for 3 straight seasons, then your senior year, you won't even have to worry about the academics. So I'm using up my energy points. I'm going to put the last one toward that leadership, as you saw. And now it's about time to face Alabama in our very first game. And I am going to have a brand new clean helmet with no Tomahawk stickers on there. I'm going to have to earn them bad boys, but not in this game because we got absolutely smacked. You know, Alabama was my nemesis last season when I was with LSU, but we ended up facing them in the national championship and winning. But now I am going to get some playing time against Kent State. Let's get it! Man, I could listen to that fight song all day long. You hear it ringing throughout the stadium. The pulse is up. The crowd is fired up, even though it's pouring down rain out here. And you are going to see how the elements of weather affect some of the gameplay as well. If you hit up on the right thumbstick, you'll kind of like try to hype up the crowd too. You saw me doing that pre-play. I'm doing it again right here. The quarterback is having all kinds of trouble in our stadium, and I'm lurking saying, give me that! The user, 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 the user. I am getting my first interception for Florida State. I wonder how many Tomahawks I'm going to end up with after this game. You know I'm trying to get more highlights, and our offense is going down the field getting the touchdown, baby. That is exactly what we needed in this moment. 10-0. We cannot underestimate any team out here, though. You never know what they're going to do. Look at that over the top. Kent State is getting in the end zone. I just mentioned that we cannot take any team for granted, and they are going over the top, getting that one with the ball again, with it being 10-7, dropping back and throwing it over the middle. We are gonna pick that thing off, and my teammate is looking like he's gonna take it all the way back and get the pick six. Look at that. Just when Kent State thought that they were driving down the field and about to take the lead, we get a defensive touchdown, and now they're trying to run a little quick screen. I'm right there disrupting the play, coming up with the tackle, and the crowd is on their feet again on 3rd and 11. He is going down with the sack. I don't even think he saw that dude coming. Hey, it is sounding lit up in the stadium. 23-7 now over Kent State. We were starting to try to run away with this bad boy. You know, it was only a matter of time before they couldn't handle the crowd noise, and the weather was starting to get to them. And we have a 1st down and 10. I'm lurking in the middle of the field so I can come out and say, no! Tommy, if you throw my way, I am gonna make you pay. That's exactly what I do. Coming up with my 2nd interception of the game, And if you hit the start menu, you can check out the celebrations. I ended up doing strapped, so it's down on the right thumbstick to pull that one off with the interception. 30-7, we are in the third quarter. And man, we are just pouring it on right now. Look at me coming up with the tackle right there. Just like the rain is falling down at the moment, this is what is happening to Kent State's chances of getting a victory out here on the road. So they do have a 1st and 10 trying to drive down the field. Look at the receiver slipping. He did not have any traction right there, and he slipped on the route. Now they do have a 1st and 10. 30-7 is still the score. Throwing it. Ha-boom! Coming up with that hit. Your boy is not messing around today. I'm trying to get them tomahawks on my helmet. Oh man, I thought I was about to get him pick 6 right there. I'm not even gonna lie. 44-10. We just keep on scoring on Kent State. Now I told you in my previous video. Oh, wait a minute. He trying to throw that thing deep. He want to throw another interception. You are gonna be able to tell the difference in the really, really good teams and the teams that are not so strong. You know what I mean? There is another pick. One of my homeboys coming up with it that time. And that is going to do it for this game. Florida State at home is looking absolutely unbelievable. And we're going to walk out of here with a W. 51-20. I came out here and had a couple picks. You know, got a couple hit sticks and all that good stuff. My quarterback did his thing, had a career day. So I'm curious on how many tomahawks I'm going to have on my helmet next game based on that performance. You see, I had 5 total tackles, 2 for a loss, a couple interceptions, and on top of all that, we are going to be named ACC Defensive Player of the Week with those 2 picks and tackles. We were out there looking amazing, and National Defensive Player of the Week. I'm like, oh man, in our first game as a Florida State Seminole. But oh boy, one of my classmates is inviting me over the night before the game, 11 o'clock. Hey, what y'all gonna be trying to do that late? I could not make up my mind. Look at me going back and forth. Should I go? Should I decline? Ultimately, I said, yeah, I'll be out there. It ain't gonna affect my play. Here we go again with an overconfident London Bridges II. I am gonna have negative 15 stamina for this week's game. Can you believe that? I got home at 3 a.m. and I'm exhausted, so hey, you know these decisions are gonna affect you depending on what you pick. But I am getting more followers, 250 to be exact, because they saw me out having a good time and this and that. Hey, y'all is a bad influence, I ain't even gonna lie. Here go another one of my classmates saying that the paper that we have to write, they found a website where people already have done it. Now, hey, I stayed up too late, so I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and cheat this time. You remember last season as a freshman, I did all of my homework, right? But I'm like, let me see that thing, dog. My GPA is gonna increase before we have to play Clemson. Hey, you know I wanted to see Dabo running down that hill going 100 miles an hour. But like I said previously, I love playing on the road, so you're able to see all of these other intros, and you're able to see these environments of these teams. Like Clemson, look at all the orange around the stadium. You know I'm out here trying to do my thing and send them home with an L. And of course, we're going to have to check out our helmet. to see how many stickers we have after that performance that we put on at home against Kent State. But look at me coming up, helping out with that tackle. And now they have a 3rd down and 7, dropping back. With time, he's throwing it short, but they are not going to get the first. So we are coming off the field with a 3-0 lead. Now we have a 6-0 lead. Our offense went down and got another field goal. And oh boy, look at him throwing it my way, trying to cut it up the field. I took a bad angle right there, and they got a huge gain, but it's all good. They're trying to run it. I am knocking the ball loose on the head. Oh yeah, now you can see the back of the helmet right there. I think I had like 12 of those tomahawks from the performance that I put on previously. That's one thing I love about this game, the attention to detail. And you see they're throwing it over the middle. We are coming up with an interception. One of my teammates saying, "No, sir." And the Clemson fans cannot believe what is going on at the moment. The stadium is quiet, but the Florida State Seminoles are going ham out here. You see us? We had a section of the stadium going absolutely bananas, and now our offense is getting a 44-yard touchdown. It is 13-0, and we are on the road taking on this Clemson Tiger team. I'm coming up making a tackle, and you'll notice that some offenses, when they get down a certain amount of points, they start running no-huddle offense, trying to speed things up. Look at me getting that interception. But they did end up calling me for illegal contact. I was like, oh man, I got the flag on that play, even though it looked like I had myself a beautiful pick. But this one's gonna be even better. Sing it for me! I appreciate that, dog! I'm still gonna get it!
This is easy as a layup. I don't show if you don't pay up. Long nights had to stay up. Putting hours while you later. I can sit around and wait up. I'm gonna have to see you later. Giving tips like a waiter. Either tell them or you fade them.
They couldn't take that one away from me. And I pushed up on the right thumbstick in order to wave bye-bye to the crowd. Bye-bye. You know what I'm doing out here, man. An incomplete pass. We are up 26-7. I could not believe how good we are playing on the road against Clemson, but now they are starting to do something. They are going to get in the end zone right there. They finally have a little bit of life. 26-14, but we are in the fourth quarter now. Clutch time, crunch time, whatever you want to call it. And you see they're trying to move this thing down the field as quickly as possible. No huddle, hurry up offense. I'm trying to get my defensive players settled so we don't come out here and blow this lead. But look at them on the screen, and I am missing a tackle. Going down the field as quickly and easily as possible. Here's Clemson throwing it out into the flats again, but this time we're making the tackle. They have a 4th down, and it looks like they are going to go for it. Now, I didn't like the first play that they gave me, so I hit the Y button in the play call menu. They gave me a couple more selections, and let's see if that choice is going to work. They're dropping back and throwing it to the back of the end zone. Out here doing the Tiger swag or the gritty celebration. Now you see our offense. We need to go ahead and do something, man, to ice this game. We are only up by 5 points. I am not comfortable with that at all. We need to at least get a field goal right here on 3rd down. We're going to get the score. And that is going to be pretty much all for Clemson, unless they have some type of miracle. Look at me coming up with the tackle right there. 1:55 to go in the game, but they are driving right here. I ain't even going to lie to you, dude. We need to go ahead and shut this thing down. I'm coming up with the diving interception. You see that, boy, London? milestone of 20 career interceptions. Gonna walk out of here with a W. 33-21. So once again, big thanks to EA for allowing me to capture this gameplay early of college football 25 and bring it to you. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I will be bringing you some more. And I have a little clip at the end showing you how many tomahawks I'm gonna have after this performance. Take me out of here, Siri!
That's nasty. Peace.